I think they decided that for him to be considered one of the best fighters in the world, which he is, and to get the popularity beyond just the West Coast, it made sense for them to come to New York, the East Coast, and of course the only place that he could fight in New York on the East Coast is Madison Square Garden, the mecca of boxing.
So you're not intimidated by anybody else, like the Barclays or Las Vegas or anybody?
Look, everybody else does a great job, but we are the center of boxing. Boxers say that they know they've made it when they fight in Madison Square Garden. So we do big fights. We just had the Lomachenko fight last weekend, which was a great fight. Canelo, the biggest star in boxing, we have him this weekend. So 2 weekends back to back, we have 2 of the biggest stars, if not the 2 biggest stars in boxing.
Yeah, indeed, but there's something about fighting that big arena. It almost seems like you guys, like, you're in the driver's seat, man. You're representing the world's most famous arena. Like you mentioned, everybody wants to fight. So are you selective, with these boxing events at the Garden?
We're absolutely selective. We will not just do a fight just to have a fight and say we had a fight. We want to do the biggest and best fights in the world, and we've proven that. And we've had in our history the biggest and most famous fighters in the history of the sport fight at Madison Square Garden. And Canelo is just the next in that line. So we're extremely excited that he chose Madison Square Garden for his next fight. It's going to be a great night, an historic night, and I'm sure he'll be so enamored with the experience he's going to have that he'll want to come back to New York and fight at the Garden.
Okay, Joe. How ticket sales are going? Pretty good?
Ticket sales are going extremely well.
Joe, I got a 2-part question. How long have you been doing this, and what's your dream fight for 2019 at Madison Square Garden?
Wow. I've been doing this for a long time, for a number of years. I've been at the Garden for 32 years, so I've been doing this for a long time. The Garden is just a great place to work. What's our dream fight? I mean, we'd love to see the Canelo-Golovkin rematch. That would be great.
What would that take?
I don't know. You'd have to talk to the promoters about that one, but that would be a great fight. Lomachenko, get him back against a great opponent,
like a Mikey Garcia or somebody like that.
Somebody like that.
So you sound like a real fan.
No, you're a real fight fan, and you know you're obviously for Canelo Triple G. Vegas is going to go hard. MGM is going to go hard. So you're going to have a little bit of battle. You ready to battle for that fight?
We're always ready to battle for a fight, but they also have to want to be in New York and understand the benefits of fighting at the Garden and in New York.
Well, we're excited about this fight. I mean, New York is excited about seeing Canelo. So thanks for putting the show down, helping making the fight happen, and look forward to seeing you on Saturday night.
Appreciate it. We are thrilled to have.
But before you go, what's the greatest city in the world?
New York City, of course. No better city in the world than New York City.
And what's the greatest venue?
Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena.
Can you tell us a little bit about Madison Square Garden?
Madison Square Garden is the most historic venue in the world. We opened in 1879, and we have had the most...
That's when you started?
That's when I've been there for a lot of years when I was
pretty
born.
good, right? I look pretty good.
You look very good.
But we've had, as you guys know, the most historic events in both sports, entertainment, music, boxing, you name it. The most historic events have taken place in Madison Square Garden. Republican national conventions, Democratic national conventions, Pope visits, and the list goes on and on and on of all the things we've done. There's no better venue than Madison Square Garden.
How can we get some Knick tickets, man? It doesn't have to be on the floor. But
Knick tickets are tough to get. We're sold out all the time. The Knicks are going to be a winner again soon.
What century?
No. Knicks are on the right path.
Yes.
We have great management, great ownership that nobody wants to win more than our management and ownership. We're on the right path. We're following that path, and you're going to see a great team in the near future.
I agree with you. I'm a huge Knick fan. I'm just teasing you. But listen, Joe Fisher, folks, boss man at the Garden, is making these fights really happen. Thanks again.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, brother. Good luck.
Thanks a lot. Thanks.